Today we're going to use cannellini beans, dark red kidney beans, pinto beans, a small container of tomato sauce, some Eckrich smoked sausage. We'll use one whole section. Looks like a big hot dog, but it's actually a sausage. Quite good in soups and in things like this. We'll come up with a name for it as we go along, I guess. It's just clean out the cupboard day. And we're going to throw half of an onion and some spices into the mix. See the recipe below. Okay, we'll be using a 3-quart saucepan to make our bean dish in. Let me start out by taking half our onion, slicing that in half, making slits the long ways like I usually do. And then we'll give it a little chop. Not really a chop, I guess a dice. Being careful not to cut yourself now. Okay, now we'll take the next one. Kind of do the same thing. I like to put my finger on the back of the knife when I make that slice so that I don't pull the onion chunk up that I just sliced off. Okay, now we can lower all this into the pan. You get the sizzle. The sizzle tells you that it's cooking. We're not looking to brown these or caramelize them or anything. Well, maybe a little caramelization would be nice. This is a make it up as you go recipe. Let me get a spoon. I put just a little bit of vegetable oil in the bottom here, probably a tablespoon. Shall I say a scant tablespoon. Now, this is the Eckrich Sausage. This has been a favorite of mine for a long time. I use it in soups, and that is even good just to eat on your own, like with crackers or something. But let's quarter that, or cut it in half lengthwise. And then we'll cut it in half again. And then we'll take those and set them next to each other. And chop off, make them about a 1/4 inch long, not quite a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch. I'm not sure how many centimeters that would be, but I wish we would have went with the metric system when they wanted to in the 70s. It seems like such a better way of measurement. Much more easy to understand rather than have to add and subtract fractions. Okay, so easy peasy so far. We cut up a half of an onion, put it in here. I think I'm going to add this now. You know, I was losing weight till the holidays there. Holidays kind of bit me. It's time for me to get back on the boat. I was eating kind of a modified carnivore diet. When I say modified carnivore, it was kind of a low carb, that kind of diet. Some of you may have noticed that I use an office chair in my kitchen. And that's because of a couple of different things. I've got a very bad knee that I refuse to have surgery on because I don't want it. And I'm kind of a wimp as far as surgeries go, so if I don't need it, I don't want it. And I do walk, but I walk with a walker around the house. But between my knee and my back, I have a sciatica that goes out. It's just hard for me to stand for any length of time. And so I found it much easier just to go ahead and use an office chair around the kitchen. I have a very small kitchen anyway. I forgot what they call these kind of kitchens where they're just like one central walkway in the center and appliances and cabinets on each side. Okay, so you can see it's coming along pretty nicely. By the time this cooks for another 5 or 10 minutes, those onions are going to be nicely done. Now the beans, the cannellini beans, I really like. They're a white bean and a little bit larger than a pinto. But this is a can of pintos. I drained off about half of the fluid. They call it aquafaba. The soda isn't too bad. The pintos are the worst. They have 480 milligrams for a half a cup. So I guess that's pretty high. Yeah, I think I am going to rinse them. So I'm going to go ahead and drain them. Into a sieve. The liquid that comes in beans, it's really nice, except for they do put too much sodium in it, unfortunately. It's called aquafaba. And when you cook beans from scratch at home, you get that nice thick liquid, and you can see that the beans have opened up in their cooking process when they put them in the cans raw, but then they, with some liquid, and then they steam them or cook them somehow, boil them, can them. They can them, that's what they do. And that adds the liquid, which is really, really good for you. But I don't know why they insist on putting so much sodium in. I don't know if they have to do that or what, but it's like, I wish they wouldn't do that because I like using the aquafaba. Let me go to the sink and I'll be right back. That's how much liquid you can see there. That's how much liquid that was in there. Yeah, I'm gonna rinse them. Okay, the beans have had a shower. Aren't they pretty now? They're all nice and clean. Oh well. Now let's put them in the pot. And we'll put our tomato sauce in there also at this point. Now I'll bring you a little closer to the pot, since this is where all the action is now. We'll stir this up, introduce them to each other. This is telling me it wants some chicken broth in it. I do want to end up with some liquid, so I just didn't want that real high sodium liquid. Okay, so we're adding another ingredient here, and that's chicken broth, unsalted. I always shake it, of course, first. Now we'll add just to where we can see it. Maybe just right up to the bean, to the top of the beans there. There we go. There we go. Kind of a bean soup, I guess, is what we call this. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle about a half a teaspoon of Badia Seasoning in there. And some black pepper, not freshly ground. I don't know if you watch Chef John or not, but he always does freshly ground black pepper and cayenne. I'm not putting anything hot here. This is a little Redmond sea salt, so we control the kind of salt we add to it. Now, I did buy some smoked paprika the other day. I think we ought to try a little smoked paprika. Not much, just a couple little shakes. We're going to simmer these, even though they're all cooked. We do want to bring it up to a simmer, just to cook a little bit. It'll bring the flavors together and really help our taste a lot. Let me taste this broth. It really turned into kind of a good looking broth. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I think we hit it just spot on the seasonings. But now it's only going to taste better. Those beans will release some more flavor. And of course the sausage is going to release flavor. And so we'll just let her cook here for a while. I'm just bringing it up to a simmer. Oh, I think that tomato sauce was a nice addition. I'm glad I put that in there. Those little cans are pretty handy. Okay, so we're at the simmer now. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up, turn it down, and turn you off for the time being. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. This is looking really good. It's ready to eat now, but it's not my lunchtime yet. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll put the ingredients that I used below there.